So the first thing, Omer, I want to ask you is, who was Omer just before all this had happened? And then, if you want to just tell us a little bit of what happened to Omer after this experience, and what triggered that change?
First of all, thank you, everyone, for coming here today. Thank you for coming and listening to me and my family. Before the 7th, I was, a regular 20-year-old. I finished the army. I started working as a waiter in a restaurant, and I worked a bit with my dad also. I saved up money to go on this big trip. But in the matter of emunah, in Shem, for example, I've always have emunah in Shem, but not in the way that I had while how I found Hashem in captivity. Throughout this crazy experience of 505 days, the first few weeks are like denial. First of all, you deny, you ask Hashem, why me? Why me? What have I done wrong? I'm not a thief, I'm not a murderer. Why me? Why do I deserve it? And then you come to a choice. Like, for me, it was after maybe 2 weeks that I've come to a point where I had to choose, because Hashem gives us the opportunity to choose in life, right? So you come to this point where you have to choose between going into darkness and depression, or the other way around. Accept that this is the path that Hashem gave me, and understand that this is a part of my shlichut, and this is a part of who I am in life, and accept it. So I chose the way of acceptance. I found Hashem in ways that I've never felt him before. I felt him in ways that I've never felt before. If it's on the day of the 7th, miracles that I've seen in my own eyes throughout all those 505 days. I can tell you that on the day of the 7th, that when I got kidnapped, I was inside a car, and while I was inside a car, terrorists started shooting us. And all of my friends inside the car, everyone got shot except me. I remember that if I could show you the picture of the vehicle, you would be shocked that I'm still alive. While I was inside the car and the terrorists shot us, I can tell you that I felt Hashem, or maybe an angel. I don't know how to explain it, but I felt someone just hugging me, wrapping me around his hands, feeling like this bubble of protection. But it just, throughout all the 505 days,
¿Les gustaría nada más que resuma un poco lo que dice? Nada más quiero decirles muy poquito una cosa porque quiero que la tengan clara. Omer está diciendo 3 cosas que literalmente es casi doctorado en psicología, que lo tengan claro. Omer, 1, cuando una persona entró en una situación así, vean lo que dijo una cosa muy profunda, quiero que la tengan muy clara. Lo primero que uno entra en una dificultad es en ponerse en modo víctima y cuestionamiento. Lo definió clarísimo, porque yo qué hice. Pero en la parte más importante quiero enfatizar, no como traducción, sino enfatizar la sabiduría que está diciendo, que es muy profunda. Llega un punto en la vida donde uno tiene una decisión que tomar. Quiero meterme a la depresión y a la oscuridad, como le llamó, o elijo la vida. Vean esta expresión que dice, solo dice la Torah, claro, Bajarta Bajaim. Nos trae una cosa que de verdad quiero que la pongan en su corazón siempre. En cualquier cosa que les pase en la vida hay 2 opciones. Meterte a la oscuridad y a la depresión, o elegir vivir. Y vean cómo él está diciendo qué es lo que él eligió. Y número 2, una cosa muy importante que está diciendo es que es capaz de entender que uno tiene un shlichut. Vean cómo está entendiendo que parte de lo que es shlichut es de su misión, y de lo que vino a este mundo es pasar por esta experiencia. Les digo esto porque yo me estoy impresionando que aquí hay fuentes muy importantes, no nada más de Kabbalah, que Omer lo experimentó de cómo hay que elegir a dónde y cómo todo es parte de un shlichut. Y nada más, lo que quiero ahorita que nos digas, I want to ask you, which is one of the, because you said things that are very, very important for life, is you said, I want you to explain, you said you saw God in many situations. So there's two things I want to ask you. How did you decide to choose life? And number two, you can tell us some of the examples where you were able to see God during the experience.
Okay. So first of all, I was raised in a very optimistic home, in a very optimistic house. My parents, they always taught me that positive thinking creates positive reality. תחשוב טוב יהיה טוב. This is the Rebbe, he says it. And just optimism, it's always been part of our life. But I remember that, I think the day that I chose to go on this path, yeah, it's the day of my birthday. It's 31st of October, so it's a few weeks after the attack, 2 weeks after the 7th. And I remember it was the first time I cried in a captivity, the first time. I can tell that while I was in 505 days in captivity, I can count on one hand the times that I've cried in captivity. This was the first time that I cried, not because I felt sorry for myself, because I thought about my family, I thought about my mom, and I realized that I have to go back to them. You know, I have to be strong. I have to believe in Hashem, because Hashem is the only one who can help me. There is no one who can help me. And it came in so many ways, you know, because at first it's fear, yeah? It's like you're trying to because you're in fear, you're trying to make God happy, you know? So I'm telling God, well, if I come back, I'm making promises. I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to do this right, And then you've come to a point that I've realized that it's more about the love that I give, and it's more about the light that I would try to give, yeah? So for me, it was for Itai. Itai was another hostage, he was with me. He's younger than me. And my way to connect to Hashem is by helping Itai. Because if you want to feel light, yeah, it's when you give someone else light. It's when you help someone else. So I don't know how to explain it. Hashem found me. I found Hashem, and Hashem found me, and we have an amazing connection, amazing relationship. I really do love him. But yeah, throughout all this time captivity, I've had miracles. I can tell you the first one of the 7, okay? Do you know the red strings of the Kabbalah that you get in the Kotel? So my grandma, she gave me a red string in 2019. And you know, usually those strings are like ripping after 2 months, 3 months. My string, it lasted on me for 3 years, more than 3 years, 3.5 years. And on the 6th of October afternoon, the string ripped. And I took the string and I wrapped it around I tied it around I had like a fanny bag, like a small bag. And while I was in the car and the terrorists shot us, I held the string in my hand and I prayed to Hashem. I tell him, Hashem, save me, please save me, help me survive. And I'm telling you this, and I'm all shivering right now. And like I've said, I felt this, like someone is wrapping me. Someone just protected me. And this is a small thing. There were so many times that I was moved from a place to a place, and a day after, the place was bombed. There was one night that Itai and I, we slept. And in like 3 or 4 a.m., something like this, I remember hearing this whistle that I've heard before. It's the whistle of a missile. It's like I'm gonna do it so no one panics. It sounds like this. And usually after the whistle comes this massive explosion. And I remember hearing like something hitting the ground, but there was no explosion. And a few weeks after the terrorists, they told me that this missile, it landed 1 meter away from our house. 1 meter away from our house, and it did not explode. So miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle. So many. If I'm gonna tell you all the miracles, it's gonna take 505 days, because every day I saw a miracle. And it's in any way possible. I'm telling you the story of the missile, it's a big miracle, yeah? But if you try to look at it in other way, everything in life is a miracle. Everything. You seeing the sun, it's a miracle, yeah? Because for you, if you think about it, now you get up in the morning, and for you it's very obvious that there is going to be sun in the morning. The sun is a miracle. You seeing the sun in the morning, it's a miracle. I can tell you this, I've been in the darkest point ever, and the sun is a miracle.
You're the rabbi, I'm the student. Quiero nada más enfatizar 3 cosas que dijo Omer, que de veras que es increíble. Primero que nada, vean esto. ¿Qué es lo que le permitió? Como dijo, uno a veces quiere prometerle a Dios como desde el lugar de víctima. Bueno, voy a hacer esto, voy a hacer otro. Vean lo que la decisión que él tomó. Voy a ver la forma en cómo te voy a servir a ti, pero a través de la bondad, de emularte. Please, traten ustedes siempre cuando se quieran acercar a Dios, de primero empezar a ver qué pueden hacer por los demás. Mucha gente, su forma de acercarse a Dios solamente es a través de Él, pero lo que Dios más nahat le da es que haces por los demás, y es lo que hizo. Y ven lo que le dio fuerza, pensar en sus padres, la empatía y tener a alguien a quien ayudar. Normalmente la depresión es cuando siento que ya no soy relevante para nadie. Lo que le dio fuerza es ver cómo puede ayudar a los demás. Número 2, hay una frase en Kabbalah, y la dice David Amelech, que es Aboteach de Shem, Gesed y Sobreviví. El que confía en Dios, y como dijo Omer, el único, bondad te rodea. ¿Vieron la expresión que usó? Dios me acobijó. Justamente dice David Amelech que cuando una persona genuinamente solamente le da el poder a Él, entonces Dios lo acobija. Es lo que sintió. Y número 3, el último punto es, los milagros son todo momento, pero hay una regla que dice el judaísmo: tienes que querer verlos. Siempre me gusta contarle a la gente cuando me preguntan que cómo me hice religioso. I also was a waiter. I was a waiter in Café Abima, and I went to Thailand, okay? So how I came to be a rabbi, similar to you but different, is a friend of mine told me that I wasn't religious and I didn't believe in God. So he told me, if you're willing to look for God, He's going to show it. So it's very Ashkenazi, and I said, yeah, right, that's called manipulation. So he told me, have a diary and see miracles. So the whole reason why I'm a rabbi is because I was willing to see the miracles. So really, the 3 things that Omer is saying, las 3 cosas de veras, toman en su corazón. ¿Qué puedo hacer por los demás? Es lo que motiva salir adelante y relación con Dios. Confiar a un nivel donde sientes su acogimiento y de qué forma puedo sentir los milagros. Entonces, de verdad lo que está diciendo son cosas increíbles. Now I want to ask you something to the parents. Is that okay? So I'll give you a break. Malki and Shelley. Meaning, for us who see the news and just, we see that it's Netanyahu and everything looks like politics and Achzariut, and besides that, we see the conditions that people are, so it's heartbreaking. But you are the parents, and first of all, how were you able to cope in those times? And how did you have the strength to pray or to do, first, just the strength to just wake up in the morning, and then how you're able to connect to God when you see so many politics around, how you're able to go through that and do that?
So, the family from the 7th October, I don't know even how it's happened, but we become the founder of the hostages family. It started in our house, and October 8th, we found ourselves with 300 families that they are looking for the dearest, and immediately after 1 or 2 days, we immediately started the hostages forum, what's called the Kikar HaChatufim, and all the activities that you see around. Now, regarding Emunah, I believe in God and I trust God, but I say another thing. I say with the Emunah, you need to do also the ishtadlut. You need to do the effort. And I think in the family, I took the part of the effort, the ishtadlut. And I was more, let's say, active and more doing the things on daily basis. And Shelley took more the side of the media, and the other 2 kids, Dana and Amit, they did the delegation and they went all over abroad. So the family was with a very strong faith and emunah, and like Omer said, that we are a very, very optimistic family. So we always were sure that Omer will come back home. And the daily things that we did every day just keep us like the head above the water, and that's what keep us and move us to continue and to do everything to bring back Omer. So I believe that the faith, the optimism, and the ishtadlut that we did all together, that's what helped to bring Omer, and of course many other hostages that came back home. And unfortunately there are 50 that still are there and waiting that we will bring them back home. So this is about that.
You want to after
Pues una cosa que dijo Malki que es increíble, fíjense lo que es importante, que hay la parte que es ishtadlut. Ahora, ¿para qué Dios necesita de nosotros que hagamos un esfuerzo si al final todo depende de Él? Y es la parte que dijo Malki que es muy importante. Y la respuesta es porque cuando uno se esfuerza, no es porque eso va a hacer la diferencia, sino porque eso demuestra el compromiso al valor que tienes. Y vean nomás lo increíble, que creo que de las cosas más increíbles que es el Kiddush Hashem que se ha hecho en el mundo, vean cómo toda una nación puede estar tan comprometida por 250 renos, ahorita 50. ¿Dónde han visto en el mundo que alguien mueve todo para sacar a personas? ¿Saben cuánta gente en Ucrania, en Rusia? Cada persona, y eso que hicieron la familia y toda esta oración, más que nada es un Kiddush Hashem de ver lo que cada judío vale. Y ese esfuerzo que hicieron es parte del plan divino. ¿Para qué? Para demostrar el compromiso a la vida de la gente, cosa que es maravillosa. Ahora hay que escucharlo de la mamá. What did the mother do? And the emunah of the mother.
So I would say that, as Omer said, we had the same way of emunah. At October 7, we were shocked. You don't understand nothing. You see your son in the hands of the devil, and you are falling apart. And immediately, as Malki said, we did active things. So first of all, when I saw the video that Omer was kidnapped, so immediately I, shout to God, oh my God, what happened? What? And the day after, our house was full of people, family and friends that came to help us. And it was very, very crowded. I couldn't think of nothing. So I needed a quiet place. So I went to Omer's room. And I sat on his bed and I was talking with God. I'm talking with God from I'm young, but not as a religious way, I will say. And I thought to myself, I cannot have control about what he is going through, but I need something to control now, here. So I shut my eyes and I ask God, please help me. What do I need to do? Please help me. And I was breathing and asking. And after a few minutes, it became into my mind. As Omer said, positive thinking creates positive reality. So I opened my eyes and I realized that it's here in Omer's room. And I said to myself, okay, the room was messy, you know, as a young, he went to the party, he left his clothes on the floor. So I look at his room and immediately I said, okay, this room, I will not arrange him. Omer will come back home and he arrange by himself the room. And then I go out to the family and friends, and I told them, listen, nobody is touching Omer's room. He will come back. And on the night, I went to his room and the light was off. And I turned off the light, on the light. אתה כל הזמן מתקן אותי, תפסיק לתקן אותי. And I put masking tape on the switch, thank you. And I wrote there, don't turn off the light. And I said to everybody, nobody is touching this room. The light is on, and the room is staying as he stays. And Omer will come and turn off the light and arrange his room. And from that point, Omer's room became the place that I was connecting with God and connecting with Omer. And every day I was in the morning, as Omer said, to wake up in the morning and to see the sun, it's a miracle. So I was waking up in the morning, I was seeing the sun, and I was thinking about him, that he doesn't see the sun. And I was eating something or brushing my teeth, and everything was hard because I was thinking about him. And then I was going to his room. And first of all, I did the same thing that I did before Omer was kidnapped. I was singing to him, "Good morning, Omer." So I was coming to his room and I was singing, "Boker tov, chaim shel ima, boker tov, boker," like this, as he is there. And then I was telling Omer, I know that you are strong. I know that you have faith. We are doing everything to bring you back home. And I was sitting on his bed and I was praying and I was imagination like I was doing before, that I was caressing he likes that in the morning he's like, so I caressed his hair, so I felt it in all my body. And like this, day after day, by praying, by talking to God,
I'm telling you that I'm a psychologist and you just gave me a doctorate in trauma work. Vean, les voy a decir otra cosa que dijo, es que es impactante. Cuando uno está experimentando trauma, vean lo que dijo, no tengo control sobre afuera, sobre uno. ¿Qué hizo? Esa es una frase importantísima. Cuando uno está pasando algo difícil, tienes que observar donde tienes control, que es en ti. Número 2, respiró, que es lo más importante, y vean lo más hermoso. Toda la intención es en positivo, en lo que está. Y una cosa muy importante, tengo relación con el rabino ahorita más importante de Estados Unidos que habla de la confianza en Dios. He said something you did. Dice, el momento en que una persona llega a tal nivel de certeza, when you get to a certain level of certainty, like you did, he's going to pick up his room and he's coming back, there's a rule in Kabbalah. When you get to the point of certainty, to the extent that you feel that it's obvious that he's going to come back, there's no way God is going to disappoint you. And you did that, and I'm highly impressed because this is something that took me many years to know, and you say it like it's normal. So you're seeing here so much wisdom of things that are just beyond unbelievable, that's certainty. Did you pick up your clothes when you came back?
I picked them up. I did not clean the room, but I did turn off the light.
So they're telling me we have 3 more minutes before they want to do a thing. I would like to ask you if each one of you can say, you have many people here, they're going to see also in the video, what advice would you give people with all the experience you went through that it's important for them to learn of what you learned?
So, from my experience, I can tell you that you cannot take life to granted. Life is amazing, Baruch Hashem. Like, you wake up in the morning, you can take a big breath, you brush your teeth, you shower, you go outside, you look at the sun. Like I've said, it's a miracle. Everything in life, it's a miracle. I want you to, like you've said, it's about looking deeper, yeah, seeing that everything is a miracle. Because you know, for everyone, everything is so obvious. It's obvious that it's going to happen. But if you really look into it, you'll understand that the small things are a miracle. And please, take those small moments of being with the family, of being with your friends, of walking on the beach, of doing whatever you like, and cherish them in your heart. Because nothing is obvious. I've learned that life can change like this, in a split second. I was dancing, I was in a party, I was having fun. A minute later, I was in the back of a pickup truck on my way to Gaza. Life can change in a split second. Please cherish life. Spread positivity, light, love. Do tzedakah, help others. Do something, because when you do something for other, you'll see how much light you're going to gain in yourself. I assure you. And that's it. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you so much.
So you say, each one of you say, because I have a video. So.
I will say that to say thank you for everything, it's the same. It's to say thank you for all the things that you have and for all the things that you want you to have. When Omer was in captivity, every day I was telling Mizmor LeTodah. I was telling Mizmor LeTodah that Omer is alive, is at home, safe with us. So say thank you for what you have and what you want to be having, but like it's now. That it's
You know that in the Breslov philosophy, Rav Nachman, I know you read it, but he says exactly like you. That you have to
but
start
you
thanking.
need to feel
Yes.
it in all over your body.
Yes.
To
Embrace it.
yes.
And I will say positive thinking. Positive thinking, this is our energy, this is what make our thinking, and that's what give us and motivate us to do things. Negative thinkings will take you to the lower part of your life. Just think and do positive. That's what will move you forward and forward and forward.